EndeavourOS has released a new version, EndeavourOS 22.1, nicknamed Apollo. It comes with the latest Linux kernel version, which is 5.17.1. Apollo includes Mesa and Calamares, but the most important change with Apollo is the new window manager called Worm. But first, I would like to thank everyone who have already subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by clicking the subscribe button and the bell notification button so that you will be notified every time a new content is uploaded. Going back, the offline option installs a fully themed XFCE, and the online option provides you with the choice of 7 desktop environments, namely XFCE, Mate, LXQT, LXDE, Cinnamon, Plasma, GNOME, Budgie, window managers, OpenBox, styling window managers, i3, BSWPM, Sway, Qtile, and Worm. They have already also checked the necessary base install in the online installer menu, so that all we have to do is just check the box of our desired desktop environment. So currently, the welcome option is already launched. So let's try to select start the installer, and we'll also try to select whether if you wanted to install it online or offline. So we have here online with the method, or with the message method lets you choose your desktop with vanilla theming. Internet connection is required. So it requires internet connection. Whereas, well, of course, when we talk about online, gives us XFCE desktop with EndeavourOS theming, internet connection is no longer required. So previously I installed EndeavourOS on my virtual machine, but I cannot somehow I cannot change the desktop environment anymore, because I wanted it to change from the default theme. Since I use offline method, I wanted to change it to Budgie, but I cannot seem to do it. So this is basically a new or a clean install of EndeavourOS. So let's try to select this time online option. Okay, I'm going to click on online option. Let's just try to wait for it to launch. Okay. So we have here, welcome to the EndeavourOS installer. Okay, this program will ask you some questions and set up EndeavourOS on your computer. Okay, so we have here default language, American English. Let's try to click next. Asia and Manila. Okay. Of course, for keyboard, just try to leave it as is. Try to select erase disk. No swap. Okay. Okay, we have here the option, desktop selection. So choose from popular desktop environment. So we have XFCE, KDE Plasma, GNOME, Mate, Cinnamon, Budgie, LXQT, LXDE, and i3. Okay. Somehow BSWPM, Sway, Qtile, and Worm is not found for some reason. These are only the few desktop environments. Okay. Anyways, it's okay. So we have here, let's try to select this time Budgie. Okay. Okay, let's try to select Budgie. Okay, where is it? Budgie. Okay, we have here Budgie. Okay. So we have here on the side, this is where we can select the desktop. Okay, we have here Budgie. So to click next. Okay, so these are some of the packages that can be selected if you wanted to install a desktop environment. So based on the documentation, by the way, all of the options that has a check are considered base installation application, or those are some of the things that are necessary for the operating system to run. So we have base level common packages, Firefox. Okay, so Firefox is also already selected. Okay, printing support. Okay, we won't be needing all of those things. Let's just try to select Budgie desktop. Okay, then next. Okay, that's how easy it is. Okay, let's try to specify our name. EF. Next. Okay, everything is okay. Click install. Okay, now we have EndeavourOS installer is about to make changes to your desktop, your disk. In order to install EndeavourOS, you will not be able to undo these changes. Okay, this is just a confirmation. So I to click install now. Then we have here, okay, install. Now that the installation is finally done, we'll try to specify our super strong password. Now, as you've noticed, by the way, the default desktop environment is Budgie. Even on my Ubuntu, I actually use a Budgie because when it comes to its appearance, it's quite clean, and at the same time also it's quite lightweight. So that's one of the reasons I chose Budgie over other desktop environment. So let's try to log in this time. Okay, invalid password once. No, not that one. Okay. So we have already successfully logged in. Now, if you're going to select offline version, it comes shipped with the Calamares, of course. We also have Firefox, the Linux kernel, which is 5.17.1. Then we also have Mesa, 22.0.1-3, and NVIDIA drivers. Those are actually some of the things that come shipped with XFCE offline edition. So this is already our Budgie. Now, as you've noticed, we have here our GNOME logo. Okay, so let's try to adjust our first our um, display. Graphics, appearance, okay, accessories. Let's try to sound and video. Okay, so I have to select first. Okay, we have Budgie system settings. So try to select system settings. We wanted to adjust first and foremost the size of the desktop. Okay, so we have here desktop, icon size, trash, window, Raven, bottom panel. Also have your desktop fonts. Okay, budgie desktop. That's budgie desktop settings. We have your settings. Try to look for it on settings. So, okay. So here it is. You have your network, Bluetooth appearance notification, multitasking applications, privacy, online account sharing, power, keyboard, remove media color. We have to go to appearance. So basically we can select light and dark theme. So currently it's by default it's light theme. Okay. Utilities, terminal, disk usage, archive manager. You have system tools, update in terminal. So we have here welcome. Let's go back to welcome. Okay, we have here display manager, by the way. No. We have here change display resolution. It's actually under welcome. So I wasn't able to find that. So let's change it this time to 1440 by 900. Set and stay. Okay, then we have here okay, so that's it, set and stay. So this is your welcome screen can actually be used if you wanted to change the display resolution. You can also change the display manager. So these are the different display manager: GDM, Light DM, LXDM, SSDM. Okay. If you wanted to download the different wallpapers, you can also set it here or look for it here. Okay, so we have here general info after install. So these are some of the things that we can do after the installation process. Add more apps, tips. Okay, you're in YI package management. Okay, site 2. Okay, so we have here Bluetooth. Now, along with the fixes on the ISO, or along with it are the fixes on the ISO. So these are some of the fixes that have been done by the team or by the guys in Endeavouros development team on the ISO file. So when we say ISO file, this actually comes as before the installation took place. So they change the way internet is being checked. So for those countries that have GitHub and GitLab is blocked, they're currently using goip.kde.org. Okay, they also try to fix XFCE4 and i3 when both are selected for installation. Community editions now comes installed with their dedicated display manager. Different order desktop environment options and package chooser, which means basically that Calamares now lets us choose the desktop environment first before going to the package selection. So basically what they did was just try to reorganize how things are done. So they let us select the package or the desktop environment first before letting us select the package selection. Okay. Fix to the Firefox getting installed when not chosen. So they also tried to enable us to sell that Firefox um, fix when the selection is when getting installed is not chosen, or when it's not chosen during the installation. Okay, keyboard icons and cursor is used on live environment and offline XFCE installation. U button for customized installation. Okay, rewritten custom EOS module. Okay, so we have here EOS. Let's try to look for EOS module. Okay, so we have here configure EOS notifier. Basically, EOS is a notifier. Okay, so we have here, okay, let's try to look for it here. Configure, manage feature of EOS update notifier. So this is an update notifier. So they have rewritten it for better Calamares integration. Okay, so they also were able to when using a custom usage package list file, those packages are now displayed on the net install page. Toggle log button inside Calamares. During the installation process, there is now a status shown below the progress bar to make it clear what is actually happening. Then we also have, of course, Bluetooth is enabled in the live environment, which is actually disabled by default. Compression is now being applied to the installed files. Also, they have done some things after the installation process, or have incorporated right after the installation. So firewall ID is now enabled. So they have enabled firewall on EndeavourOS. Then they also did EOS Quick Start, which is a new GUI app created by Dalto that helps us choose and install the most common and helpful apps. The selection of apps basically is coming from Arch repo and not from IOR. EOS package list. Okay. So this is actually your EOS notifier package list. I have to look for EOS package list. EOS. Okay. We have here EOS app info. Okay, you have your update database now. Like to authenticate. This app replaces EndeavourOS package list. So basically, what they did, instead of EndeavourOS package list, they currently is using EOS package list. NVIDIA install. Okay, so this is your EOS or EndeavourOS app info. EOS app info. Okay, AKM. This change display resolution. Okay. This is it. Then we also have auto ranking hook for the EndeavourOS mirrorless. An addition of EOS rank mirrorless fix for the reboot message after update. Fix generated grab code. Okay. They also had a brand new Windows manager called Worm. Although I wasn't able to find it, but it's actually already there. So it was developed by the OS Community Edition teams. It is a lightweight window manager that worked well with both floating and tiling models, and had a new window decoration with minimize, maximize, and close button. And it's basically written in NIM and is based on X11 Wayland version. So those are some of the updates that they did with EndeavourOS 22.1. Okay. Okay, you also have your polybar. So I have to look for it here first. Okay. Okay, let's try to play around with the OS. We have your EOS package. This is actually your EOS package list, the one that I have mentioned. Okay. EndeavourOS and ARM. Okay, so we have here, this is the firewall information. Now again, by default, but the firewall is already enabled. Okay. So after install, choose the EndeavourOS, choose wallpaper. Programming, so that's it. Internet, graphics, accessories, if you're all. So it comes actually with minimal applications. So you can decide to select budgie. So desktop, okay, style, widgets, okay, desktop. Okay, so it's changed. We have here Raven automatic, Raven position, left, right. Now we have also have style. Okay, we have bottom panel. Maybe we can change it. Settings. We have your bottom. Maybe make it on top. Okay, so as you've noticed already here on top. You have Windows. Okay. So what's basically my conclusion with regards to EndeavourOS? So I would suggest you try this beautiful OS. And if it fits your daily driver, then I suggest you use it. Support-wise, it has an excellent support community. Wherein it's very much open to all of the questions that we needed to have. So, as what I've said, I would suggest that you try it out.